We continue examining the challenges that young people face in getting or taking part in the electoral process in Kenya, what we've witnessed in the by-election, and what we anticipate come 2027. And there are real challenges, the kind of that have been listed by the civil society, and how young Kenyans and candidates are reacting to it. Yes, James, you wanted to indicate that there were 10 young candidates across the 27 by-elections of last month.
Yes, we had over 10 Gen Z candidates. There was Jasmine Ooko of Kasipulu who came 9th. There was Amos Katana of Magarini who came 4th. There was Lawrence Ireri of Mbeere North. There was, I'm forgetting the name of these other candidates, but there were more than 10 Gen Z candidates in the ward representative positions and in the MP positions. Perhaps we do not have a candidate in the senatorial position in Baringo, but we had candidates.
There was, I think, a DCP candidate who was quite young. I mean, I'm not sure if it was a Gen Z, but it was, I think, one of the youngest candidates.
So now let's dig into the problem. Now for once, let's forget that the young people are the problem. Now let's look at the voter. So the average voter does not want to vote for a youth candidate. One, they are discriminating them on age. They are discriminating them on experience. Some are discriminating them on employment basis. Wanasema wewe hauna kazi, hii pesa yetu ndio unataka.
And these are the young voters discriminating young.
No, the old ones who showed up to vote. Okay. Now we've shifted the blame from the young people to the old people who actually showed up to vote. Mm-hmm. The ones who did not vote for Jasmine Ooko, the men, were just, as she said, according to her own perspective, were just appealed by her body, but they did not see a leader in her. Mm-hmm. The women told her she should first get married before she comes to seek elective office. Mm-hmm. Which metrics are we using? As for Amos Katana and the rest of the other candidates who vied, they faced a voting bloc that is unwilling to change, a voting bloc that needs you to have money for handouts, a voting bloc that needs you to have a public address system and an elaborate logistics system for campaigns. Wanamwambia, your karali is very small. Wacha tukimbie kule ambao kuna kelele mingi na pesa imekuja mzuri. So they don't even care about the ideas you have. They don't care about your solutions. They don't care about your integrity. They don't care about what you have or who you are. They care about the money you have. They care about the logistical means you have. And that's the problem. So we should also shift that perspective. And by the way, I think coming to this older population, because Deputy Kithure Kindiki falls into that bracket, I think it's about time we take him to court. Because how would you tell people of Mbeere North that if you vote against the government, we are not going to finish or complete the projects the government has initiated in this particular area? Isn't that blackmail? Right. He should be sued for blackmail. How do you tell people that if they vote against government, they are not going to get development? Mm-hmm. And by the way, who voted in the president and the deputy president to conduct development? After all, if I look at the functions of the president, development does not feature anywhere. The president is supposed to be an economic stabilizer. He's supposed to be a political leader for the rest of the country. He's supposed to be a chief diplomat for the rest of the country. But I do not see any agenda of development featuring in there. It has been misused. Yes. By the state, the idea that if you do not vote towards the government, then you are not going to get state resources, you're not going to get access to the government, and you're not going to get access to development.
I want